Okay, well, I just have a story I want to share with you. All my life, I wanted to be a princess. I remember having my mom look in the Sears catalog and get me a princess gown with a crown. And I remember I loved that flipping outfit so much. I would wear it and walk down Magnolia Street. Oh, and I remember I wore it one day. I thought it was so cool. The next day, I couldn't wait to get home from school and go put my princess gown on. And when I went home, my mom had washed it and it was in the backyard, I guess, hanging on the line. So I ran in the backyard, and as I ran around the corner, I seen big old chunks of my dress. The dogs had tore it and ripped it all over the backyard. And I was so sad I lost my princess dress. I even had the plastic high heels. I was clumping all around in them. And my brother was like, does Glinda have to wear that dress today? It's embarrassing. I wore it all over thinking I was cool the one day I had it. So I was a princess for one day. Well, then I grew up and real life kicked in, and I had to get a job being a bus driver and a grounds person to provide for my family. And I remember that summer we had to chop up all the branches that had been cut for over 30 years at the school. And we got a wood chopper. And I remember it was like 106 degrees. I had to wear a mask, goggles, and we're out there putting the branches. I mean, I could step on it. Really, the pile was as high as a house. So I'm over there, and we're putting the branches in, and there's wood chips in the air, and my eyes were watering, and sweat was getting in my eyes, and they were burning, and I couldn't breathe. And every time we tried to take a break, we had this mean boss that would pull up and tell us to go back and work. And I mean, it was awful. We finally had to fight just to get like a little tarp and water so we could have water. Anyway, so I remember I was crying, and I remember it was just so hot. I'm serious, it was 106. And I remember bending down, and I was like, God, I was supposed to be a princess. And I remember I was crying so hard. I mean, I was like, this kind of a cry, like, I was crying so hard. And I remember all of a sudden I felt like something hit me. And I looked, and one of my coworkers, he was a big, huge guy, but he was like the biggest teddy bear you could ever find in your whole life. And he's all, and he looks through his, he lifts up his mask like, are you okay? And I was like, yes. And I remember asking God, though, God, I was supposed to be a princess. Why am I doing this? Oh, I don't know, but you know what? Every part of our life is in God's hands and a part of His plan. I mean, it has made me strong, the stuff I had went through. I guess if I would have been a princess and I would have done nothing in life, I would be so fragile. So I guess I'm a tough princess from what I went through, because I know I'm God's princess. So don't get angry when tough things come into your life. Just go through knowing that all things work for God's good. So what we thought sometimes is not what God had planned, but it's all a part of His good plan. So just enjoy life and enjoy where you are, okay, princess? Have a great day. God bless.